Hello, fellow ambitionists, and welcome to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast. I'm your host, and this is where we turn your ambitions into actionable plans. Through proven strategies, personalized goal roadmaps, and a focus on progress, I'll guide you in breaking down big goals into milestones you can achieve. Each episode delivers practical tools to help you stay on track and make real progress towards your goals. Ready to start accomplishing? Let's dive in. Hello, welcome back to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy. I am your host and creator of Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, Desiree Stapleton Gonzalez. And I want to talk to you about what my time as a fractional COO taught me about what you actually need to accomplish your goals. Okay, so I spent most of my career in operations, and my job was usually the same regardless of the company, and that is taking something a leader wanted to accomplish and figure out what it would actually take to get it done. And that sounds simple, but it's not. There's a version of a goal that lives in someone's head, right? Clean, exciting, fully formed. And then there's the real work of mapping out everything that has to happen before that goal exists in the world, right? What comes first? What depends on what? Where the risks are. And most people never do that second part. So organizations hire people like me to do it for them. Okay. So here's the thing I kept seeing: people start things and fall off, say they're going to do something and don't. But what struck me was watching it happen with people who had absolutely no problem executing at work. Someone says they want to accomplish something, months pass, a year passes. The goal is still there, unchanged, while life stays busy. The usual explanation is discipline and motivation. I never bought that. The people I was watching were some of the most driven people I'd ever met. That wasn't their problem. Okay. The real problem, I feel, is that the goal existed, but the plan didn't. Not a real plan. In an organization, that work gets done. Someone scopes it, someone breaks it into phases, figures out what depends on what, identifies what has to happen first. There's structure around the goal, right? Outside of work, that structure does not exist. So most people skip straight from I want this to a loose list of tasks and wonder why nothing is moving the way they want it to. A to do list is not a plan. A note on your phone is not a plan. A plan is the full picture of what has to happen in what order and what's blocking what. Without that, you're not executing. You're showing up and hoping. And that's not a you problem. Again, that's kind of like just the structure of it, right? So here's what changes when you tackle this the way companies tackle it, right? When you know the sequence ahead of time, even a rough version, you stop reinventing the wheel every time you sit down to work, right? You know what to do first. You know what comes after that. When life gets busy and you step away and come back, you don't start over. You can just pick up where you left off. And when someone asks you how your goal is going, you don't have to guess. You know. This works for any goal. Also, like not just big ones. Launching a business, getting a promotion, paying up debt, finishing a degree, planning a trip. Any goal that matters to you deserves this kind of structure behind it, right? So here's what I built. After years of watching this pattern, I started asking whether the operational thinking I used every day at work could be made available to anyone with a goal, not just people with a team behind them. Right. And that question is what led me to make Goal Accomplishing Made Easy SaaS, right, which is software as a service. Before, if you have been around, you knew that Goal Accomplishment Made Easy was a company that was offering operations and project management services through me as a fractional COO. Now, I am offering it through software to bridge the gap between the quote unquote haves and the have nots, right? So you go into the app, you go into the software, you define what you want to accomplish. And instead of leaving you with a blank page, it builds out a structured plan the same way an operations team would scope a company initiative, right? Sequence steps, a way to track whether things are actually moving, a weekly check in that keeps you honest, a place to log your wins so you can see the progress you're actually making, right? Like operational thinking used to require a team. Now it doesn't. More often than not, slash most likely, you probably already have everything you need to accomplish your goals. What you may have needed was the structure that organizations use to help them hit all of their initiatives. And now you have it. The goal accomplishment made easy. And I kind of love that for me. And I love that for the people that use it also. Also, slight little like toot of the horn. We are a Time Best Inventions nominee. Girl, what? Yeah. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. So I hope that this helped. Okay. I think life inherently comes with challenges. And I think that with enough of those challenges, it can kind of like snuff out the light in you. And I hope that this app can help bring a little bit of that light and a little bit of that hope back for the goals that you once had. Okay. Your first goal is free. Like you get access to everything. If you want to have more than one goal, the app is paid after that, but get in there, try the things out. You can check it out at app.goalaccomplishment.com for the web version, and the app version will be available in the App Store and the Google Play Store in a couple of days. Please try it out. Tag me on all the socials and let me know how things are working for you. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast. Stay committed. Keep taking those small daily steps and watch your goals turn to reality. For more resources and personalized support, visit goalaccomplishmentmadeeasy.com, and we'll see you in the next episode.